Good day, viewers. Welcome to another mathematics presentation. So in this presentation, we are going to answer two questions that are coming from mathematics paper 1. And these questions are coming from the topic functions. So here is our first one. This question came in 2019 mathematics paper 1. So the question reads, the functions f and g are defined by function of fx is equal to 2x minus 3 and gx is equal to 3x. Find a function inverse of x. So we are going to find the function inverse of x. Okay, so these are the two functions that we have. So the function of fx is this one. Okay, so we are going to write our function, which is fx is equal to 2x minus 3. So after writing this function, now we need to find the function inverse. So f with a power of a -1, this is read as the function inverse. So to find the function inverse, you need to introduce a constant variable. In this case, I'll introduce a y. Then I'll write 2x minus 3. Then from here, I need to make x the subject of the formula. So I'll write y plus 3 is equal to 2x. So this -3 has gone to where y is. It has become a positive. So here I need to have x. So I need to get rid of the 2 by dividing both sides by 2. So that this 2 and this 2 cancel. We are going to have x is equal to y plus 3 over 2. Okay, so after getting this, we are now going to say, therefore, function inverse of x is equal to, so since we are saying function inverse of x, so on this expression right here, where we have y plus 3 over 2, right here where there is y, we are going to substitute x plus 3 over 2. So this is our function inverse. Okay, so we can now answer our Roman numeral 2, which is saying we need to find the gf of x. So this that we have is called a composite function. This is a composite function. So this composite function, we have gf. So meaning that this function of f is the one that is going to substitute the function of g. So we are going to write the function of g, which is this one right here. We have 3x. So this is the function of g. So where we have x right here, we are going to put the function of what? Of f. So we are going to write 3. So here where there is x, the function of f is this function, which is 2x minus 3. So we are going to substitute it there. We write 2x minus 3. Okay, so what I've said is you have a composite function because it's having two functions. So this f is the one that is going to be substituted on the function of g. So we are going to write first the function of g like this, which is 3x, because the function of g is 3x right here. Now where we have x right here, we are going to substitute the function of what? F, just like I've said here. So the function of fx is 2x minus 3. So this is the function of f, which has been substituted on x. Then from here, we can open the bracket by multiplying 3 times 2x, which will be a 6x, minus 3 times 3, it's a 9. So this is our function that we have. Okay, so we have answered our Roman numeral 2. We can now answer our question C. So our question C is saying we need to find function of gf, then we have a 2 right here. So the function of gf, then a 2 right here. This one can be solved using two methods. So I'm going to solve it using method D1. So my method 1 will be this one. So under method 1, since we have the function of g f of x, we have this function, which is this one, 6x minus 9, this one right here. So what you just have to do is to find the function of gf of 2 equal to, okay? So what we are going to do is on this function right here, where there is x, we are going to put a 2 because we already have the function of gf, which is this one right here. So this x, this 2 is the value of x. So I'm going to write 6, open bracket, 2, then minus 9. So 2 times 6, it's a 12 minus 9. So this one will give us 12, take away 9, to give us a what? A 3. This is our answer. Okay, now we can also find the same using what? Method 2. So method 2, we need to find GF of 2. So method 2, what are we going to do? We'll take function of f2. Okay, we'll take function of f2. So the function of f2, we are going to use the function of f, and the function of f, it's fx is equal to, okay, 2x minus 3. This is the function of fx. So this is the function 2x minus 3. Now we are saying we have f2. So meaning this 2 is the value of x. So we are going to substitute it right there. Okay, we are going to say 2 open bracket, where there is x, we are going to put a 2 minus 3. So 2 times 2, it's a 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 gives us a 1. So meaning that our value of f2 is equal to a 1. Okay, so after finding f2, we can now find this gf of 2. So to find gf of 2, okay, remember f2 we have found it, which is a 1. So we need to take note of the function of g. Okay, the function of gx is equal to what? 3x. So here we are going to write 3x. Now on this x, we are going to substitute with the function of f2, which is this one that we have found. So we are going to say gf then 2 equal to, so we have 3 open bracket, where there is x, we put a 1. So 3 times 1, it's a 3. This is our answer. So you can see that the first answer that we found, it was the same. Alright, so we've now come to our second question. So this is a question that came in Mathematics Paper 1 for 2020 under the same topic, functions. So the question reads, the functions f and g are defined by function of fx is equal to 3x minus 2 and gx is equal to 4x plus 1. Find, so question A, we need to find the function inverse of x. So to find the function of inverse of x, we are going to take note of this function which we have. So the function of fx is equal to 3x minus 2. So to find the inverse of this function, we are going to say we let this function of x to be equal to y. You can use any variable, okay? So where there is this fx, we are going to put y equal to 3x minus 2. Then from here, we are going to make x the subject of the formula. So we are going to say y plus 2 is equal to 3x. So this negative 2 has gone to the left hand side where y is. It was a negative, it has become a positive. So we need to have x right here. So we're going to divide by 3 because we need to get rid of the 3 so that we just remain with x. So 3 and 3 will cancel. We are going to remain with what? X. So we have x is equal to y plus 2 over 3. Okay, so we have made x the subject of the formula. So after making x the subject of the formula, what you are going to do is we are going to say, therefore, function inverse of x is equal to, so here where we have y, we are going to substitute with x plus 2 over a 3. This is our answer. We now answer our question B. So our question B is saying we need to find the function gf of x. Okay, so to find the function gf of x, remember what I said under question 1. This is a composite function because it's having two functions, function of g and f. So this function of f is going to substitute on the function of what? G. So we're going to write the function of g, which is this one right here. Okay, so we are going to say the function of g is 4x plus 1. So on this function of g, where we have x, that's where we are going to substitute the function of f. The function of f is 3x minus 2. So we are going to write 4 open bracket right here on x. I'll put the function of fx, which is 3x minus 2. 3x minus 2. Then plus a 1. So from here we need to open the brackets here. 4 times 3x, it's 12x, minus 4 times 2, it's 8, plus 1, equal to, so 12x then we simplify. Negative 8 plus 1. This will give us negative 7. So this is our GF of X. Okay, so we have answered our question B. Let us now answer our question C, which is our last question. So we need to find GF of negative 2. Okay, so GF, you have GF of X, which is this one. So this negative 2, it's representing the value of X. So we are going just to write here, we say 12x minus 7. Okay, so from here, where there is this x, we are going to put a negative 2. So we are going to say 12, okay, then negative 2 minus a 7. So 12 times negative 2, this will give us negative what? 24. Then minus 7. So negative, negative, we maintain the same sign. 24 and the 7. So 24 plus 7, in other words, it gives us 31. So this is our answer. So negative 24 minus 7 gives us negative 31. So you can use another method to find the GF of minus 2, where you can say, since you have GF, let me write it nicely here. You have GF of minus 2. Okay, so first start by finding F of minus 2. So F of minus 2 will be found by using the function of F. And the function of Fx that we have, it is 3x minus 2. So we say 3x minus 2. This is the function of F. So this minus 2 is the value of x. So where there is x, we are going to put a minus 2. Then minus what? This 2 right here. So 3 times negative 2 to be negative 6 minus a 2. So negative 6 minus 6 is negative 8. This is the value of what? F minus 2. So after finding F minus 2, you now need to find this one, which is G F of minus 2. Remember, this is method 2 that I'm using, equal to. So since you have found F minus 2, we are just remaining with a G function. And G function that we have there, it's what? 4x plus 1. So we say, where we have this x, okay, where we have this x, we are going to put this function of f minus 2, which is this one right here, negative 8. So we are going to write 4, open bracket, negative 8 plus 1. So this negative 8 is this one right, which is the f minus 2, which is this one right here. So from here, 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. Then negative 32 plus 1. Okay, so here negative 32 plus 1 to give us negative 31. This is our answer. So you can see that this answer right here and this one, they are the same. So it's up to you. You can use this method, okay, or you can use this method. So thank you so much, everybody.